I imagine I can. Well,
I
let's wait for this to pop up real quick.
put the links to the stuff that we're gonna do in the private chat. Am I messing up on the time? I think I put. You know what? Now that I see it, shit, I put 9:45. That's Pacific, so that actually would be 12 your time, right?
Oh, there we go. That's what I was waiting for. I have this up here. I sent you the picture. I have my main monitor, my monitor for my Xbox, and then I have my laptop that runs my monitor. So I threw the YouTube version of this over here on my monitor, and then the StreamYard's up here. And as you went live, it went that live. So I'm hearing you twice. So I was waiting to mute it when it popped up, but it just happens to be when I was actually fiddling with things.
Nice. Like I'm waiting for the day that I get back like that, man. Like I had a well, my brother's like that because when we used to play Call of Duty all the time. We had the I had a little 32 inch for the Call of Duty, and then my regular TV was a 42. So I would have the 32 and then the 42 right next to it, and I was close to it like a motherfucker. Like my eyes, I must have messed up my eyes so bad on those two screens.
Well, shoot, like right now. Oh, that's why nobody's here.
Yeah, you saw that, right? What's up, Jimbo? I know. I was like, wait a minute, I messed up because it it should have been 8 for us to go in at 11, right? Because if I put 9, that's 12. That's how it goes, right?
Well, I think it doesn't it auto fix it, like auto
I don't know. I messed up. I started it anyway, so
do
we're
the
fired up.
math.
We're live.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I was waiting for dear God. No, Kate's live with new info on Chile.
Oh, really? What's going on with Kate?
Chile sent her more. Basically, the gist that I got from the 5 minutes I watched was Chile sent her more emails or something, basically saying, "Oh, you're not acknowledging the fact that you got served for another lawsuit in California." And she goes, "Well, you know where I live, you know where I work. You seem to have served me just fine the first time. I haven't been served yet. Like, you know everything about me. Like, no, you haven't served me yet."
Chili seems to think that when it comes to serving people, he could just like he all he has to do is warn them that he's going to serve them and not actually serve them, huh?
Just like his, since I've gotten 2 of them so far, the intent to sue, the cease and desist type nonsense. It's like all that you're telling me is that you intend to sue me, maybe. And it's like that's not the same thing as an actual cease and desist.
Get roboting, bro.
I'm roboting? Let's shut some things down. That's going to get changed
You're
here
good now.
shortly.
Hey Jimbo, could you do me a quick favor? Can you or if you're not feeling good, I know you're sick, but if you can, could you share the broadcast room? Because I can't get out of the damn sleep. I'm over here trying to share from my from right here.
Hey, if you want, I can. I have
No, we're
the
good.
video you plan on showing. I know the van video. I have that up. I can share that, but
Did you see the other link that I put right there? That's the other video that I want you to see.
oh, see, I can't see anything in the private chat.
It didn't pop up.
Mm-mm.
Shit.
No, hopefully next month. Hopefully next month I'm gonna get, or maybe in like 10 days, I'm gonna get another. I'm actually gonna get a PC instead of just running everything off my laptop because I have
What?
2 more
No.
monitors that I'm not using.
Shit. What the hell, man? Hey, shoot one. You should just raffle them off.
No, they were given to me.
All right.
They're like about, I don't know, 18-inch monitors.
Oh, it's two. I thought I heard you say 10. I'm like, what do you do with so many?
Yeah, I got.
Jim, I was saying the podcast script cat. Hey, buddy, how's it going? I messed up and I put the wrong time, So now I'm trying to scramble and get everybody out here because like I didn't share it correctly, and so I put 9:45 because of course my head doesn't think correctly. I realized too late that wasn't 11 when me and KFARR said we were gonna come on. So I should have put 8 on the Pacific time. Stupid Jerry.
So Hand Banana is literally live right now while sleeping.
Oh yeah, the kids do that. I don't know why. You know.
Oh God. Oh,
Oh
Jerry,
shit!
if you're talking, you were roboting hard.
I fell out of the stream. Am I back in?
I can barely make out what you're saying now.
I think because I fell out. Let me leave and come back.
I'll get up. Oh, hey, it is me on someone else's stream. And it's now my stream. Oh, wow. Nobody watched that video. That's weird. All right. Ye folks in the comment section, can you answer this question for me? Who is procreating with auditors and sovereign citizens? Because I can't for the life of me think who is actually doing this. It doesn't seem like a stable life choice to make. Turquoise coffee drinker. What is that? Let me go to this here. Oh. Interesting. Well, Jimbo, welcome to the KFARR After Dark stream that takes place on Jerry's channel. Yeah, Scriptcat, it seems like someone using any type of sovereign citizen rhetoric would be like a gigantic red flag to just stay away from them and to definitely not get knocked up by them.
All right.
Oh, hey.
Hey, so how many more subs did I get since they thought that I was gone and you were taking over?
Hey, there's 5 people watching now.
There we go. Nah, I suck at you guys. It's not KFAR's channel, it's me. 0.
Jimbo, you might have something there.
Well,
Drunk moments. While you were gone, I posed a question to everyone here. Who is procreating with auditors and sovereign citizens? Because it doesn't seem like a stable life choice, or like, you know how everyone has red flags? As soon as you say anything sovereign citizen related, or say, hey, I'm going to go film the cops and not pay the bills or do anything normal, that's a gigantic red flag where I'm going to be like, yeah, I'm going to go for milk. I'll be right back, and then never come back.
Well, I mean, I would have thought the meth and the bad teeth would have done it, but yeah.
No, I saw this. I saw this. I don't think it was a short. I think it was just filmed poorly. It was a YouTuber. It was like, this is the most committed YouTuber. And it was a guy who goes, I'm going to smoke crack so that I can get addicted and show everybody how to become unaddicted to crack. And I'm like, oh, well, shit. That's what sovereign citizens are doing. They just fell off the wagon.
You know what? That would be more of a purpose than what they ever talk about, dude, for real.
Right? Like, that would actually be, like, it would be the dumbest thing to do to yourself. But at least there's a point. Like, you're productive to society. If you could document, hey, take this step, and this step, and it will help you break drug addiction. That would be helpful. Going out and screaming at the sky.
Yeah, that's no, yeah. No, and the thing is that you know a lot of these guys, man, when the camera's off, when they're talking amongst themselves, they're talking about how good that stuff is. You know what I'm saying?
Jimbo, I'll rattle off some that shocked me. Broken System, Broken Trust has 2 children. Glenn Serio has a child. Oh my God, why am I drawing a blank on what this guy's name is? He's out of California. Ricky Monday. He has a child. He has a baby mama. Who is just like, yes, with all the contraception options today, why are these women getting? You
You
don't
know
have
what?
to
You know
tell me
what?
that.
You know what? There has to be. It would have to be maybe they were tying one on. They were celebrating a graduation. You know what I mean? It had to be a one-off. There's no way these were like relationships. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Am I
like
still
Jimbo
muffled?
said earlier. Are you still up?
Am I still muffled?
A little bit, but not as bad as you were.
Okay.
See, that makes sense. If she was on the pill and got pregnant, at that point you can just chalk it up to like, dang, it's 99.999% effective. She happened to fall into the 0.001%.
Yeah, she just happened
I understand that. Yeah.
she just happened to get it the day that BSBT got some really good stuff, and his flyers were just like going crazy.
Like the alpha swimmers were out that day.
He had the Michael Phelps going on tubes.
Like the in their prime, been cocked and waiting for days. Those are the
Oh
ones he
no!
got.
They're like, we only got one chance, boys. We're not gonna get another one. Oh man, I just don't. I'd rather look at it like that than the actual act. Then I'm gonna get sick.
Okay, well, Jimbo, let me answer this from Jimbo real quick. The first one, the first baby mama who is now deceased, she was straight out of jail, and somebody told her from the story I was told, go see Josh at this shitty hotel. He'll help you out and get you what you need. Blah, baby
Wow.
after that. And then
Wow.
the second one, she's my age. He's 48, and she's like 30.
Oh. Is that the one that's cool with Jennifer Klein?
No. Dawn is. We're angry at Dawn at the moment, but no, she's not cool with Jennifer. I don't know if they've even ever talked. She's just not terrible like Josh.
Mm.
Oh yeah, I saw. Well, shit, I have like a bunch of pictures in his marine nonsense. I don't make a habit of judging people, but he was passable. You know what I mean? Like before he did all his nonsense, like when he was in the Marines, I could see him like, okay, you're gonna probably marry a stripper, get divorced, and then knock up somebody that's like a 5 or a 6 and live a decent life.
But like KFARR, I don't talk about it a lot because I don't like to like bring this stuff up, but just to preface it, and because there's not too many people here, um, I have a brother who's like Josh. Not in the sense that he's a frauder, but that he messed up his life. His daughter's out there. He's not even trying to take care of her or whatever. And just like him, dude, young, he was handsome. Girls flocked to him. He had pretty eyes, everything. My brother could get any girl he wanted. You know what I mean? Like any girl, at any time. And he just messed up his whole life, man. He got into meth and just fucked everything up, dude. It's sad, and that's why, like, when I try to talk to Josh, and like, because I could still see that he got some brains, but eventually they lose them. You know what I mean? Eventually, if that shit fries their brains and they're just like running around like zombies and shit. Did you get any of that?
Yeah. I'm trying to read the chat. I found the van video, and then I just loaded up your video that you sent in the private chat. But I don't know if it freaked your phone out or if it freaked my whole setup out. Like when I was moving it to a different screen, you just
Like,
started nodding, and I
no.
couldn't really hear.
Yeah. Well, if you want, we could do the shooting first and then do the other, because the other one's funny. Well, it's not supposed to be, but it is. And
Let's watch the funny one second.
yeah.
I'm going to show this up until he gets forever slept. And then we'll
We'll talk about it.
do things from there. How do I?
You just there should be like a share or present screen, and then I'll go ahead and let it happen over here on this side.
I know. I just haven't done this in so long.
So it's weird, huh?
Yeah, like it's funny. I'm streaming on Thursday with Josh's sister to bring up some more fancy stuff.
The lore just keeps expanding.
I read that so wrong. No, at the bottom it says, I myself am a birth mother, and what I read was I am my birth mother, and I'm just like, what? That's where my brain's at right now.
Dude, you should have been here earlier in the morning, but we were all like kind of out of it. And I had Pete Barnes on. I don't know if you've ever heard Pete Barnes talk, but he's like he's Scottish, so he's kind of have like he has like that deep Scottish like accent or whatever. And he was talking about people hanging like hung, and he was like the last time there was a hung man in I forgot what he said, Dick Britain. He said it was 1969 or something like that, right? And I'm all like, damn, I feel sorry for the girls in Britain. The way he was saying it, man, it was perfect. I'll probably clip it up in a short. That was hilarious, dude. For me.
All right, this video is up and ready for you to share, and just tell me when to start it.
Whenever you want, man. Oh, wait. My bad. I haven't even brought it in. Yeah, I haven't brought it in. My bad. Hey, K Daddy. There's another K Daddy in there.
All right, there we go. Yeah, so I think Van was the first person to actually post this. Out of
I saw him in there.
Because he just with no commentary posted it at like 2:00 in the morning. I like rolled around and I'm like, oh, Van put out a video just now. It's weird. I clicked play and I'm like, oh, it's this video. All right, here we go.
Let's do this.
I think there's not going to be any sound for the first 30 seconds while the body cam clicks on. I could be wrong. I don't know.
Gotta get some intro music for them body cams. What's up, Rudy Chavez? Jess?
There we go.
Oh, I'm seeing more people in here. That's good. Liz, how you doing?
How's it going? How are you? Good. I'm Officer Farmington Police. The reason for the stop today is there's no registration on your vehicle. I don't need registration and I don't answer questions. Alrighty.
Didn't he just...
Davis, Fox 21. Can you have a couple more heading my way? Is this back window roll down? Why do you need to know that? I just want to make sure that you're the only one in the vehicle. So here's the deal, man. I'm stopping you because there's no registration on your vehicle, and I'm requesting your identification. Okay? You are detained at this time, and you are not free to leave. Are you going to provide me your identification? I don't answer questions. Okay, so I'm going to take that as a no, that you're not going to provide me your identification. Is that the route we're going? Or would you like to provide your identification to me, and we can have a conversation, we can discuss the laws that you're breaking, and then we can go from there.
If you want my identification, you'll be under duress, and you accept surety and trusteeship over it. Meaning you will be responsible for any debts that you're trying to incur here.
Okay, so I'm not trying to incur any debts or anything. I'm trying to investigate why your vehicle doesn't need registration.
1692 to incur debt and be.
Okay.
And under
so
18,
here.
Traveling is a federally protected activity.
Okay. I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, and what I'm telling you is that you do not have an option to identify yourself.
I do.
You are lawfully required to identify yourself. So you can provide your identification to me, and we can have a conversation about the laws that you've broken, or you can fail to identify it to me, and we can go that route too. I'm perfectly okay with either way you want to go, but the direction that this encounter goes is 100% in your hands.
Sir, Utah Code, United States Code,
Okay.
is a corporate policy
Okay.
in which you have to be contracted and to be required to follow it. Unless you can provide me a contract with my wet ink signature on it saying that I'm required to follow it.
Wet
ink.
Then there is
So do you want to identify yourself to me, or do you want to go a different route?
It's like, how does any of that help right now? Like, you
Wonderful.
could
Do you have a driver
talk your
license
face
as well?
blue. How does that help?
Okay.
Do not stop. Do not detain. You are not allowed to stop me.
Let me see that.
On your list,
I didn't see what you just tried to show
He's
me.
on
Can
the
you show
list
that to
of
me
do
again?
not detain.
What's this?
This is a passport. It says, do not stay up, do not detain.
Oh, the almighty passport.
Okay.
It says, the United States hereby requests all humane and concerned
Okay.
to permit the citizens
Here's what I'm telling
of
you.
the United States and adherence
Here's what I'm telling you.
without delay or hindrance.
Okay.
You are
Will you hand that to me so I can read it? You want me to look at it through this tiny crack in your
I am not
window?
handing it to you.
You're not going to hand it to me?
If I
Did it slow down?
You accept trusteeship and you're
Can I scroll
obligated
down?
Sure, I'll accept trustingship if
I mean,
you
I
just hand
can,
me the
but it's
document so
not
I can identify who you are
anything
because you're
good.
required by state law.
I am not
Thank you
required
so much,
Even
Mrs.
if I
Chase
scroll down.
Allen.
Are you talking? Are you muted?
You have a fraud passport?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Wonderful. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, step out of the car for me.
No.
So I'm gonna pause it real quick. Backup was there in 3 minutes. And
Nothing,
he didn't
I
even
can't
say,
hear you.
hey, there's a sovereign citizen. You can't hear me?
Am I the one who's muted? I'm off. I'm at a loss right now.
Wait, can you hear me? Oh no, Jerry, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. You can hear both. Okay, cool.
I'm broken.
He,
Yes,
just 'cause
I'm broken.
I was keeping my eye on the timer here. All he said was, hey, can I get back up? Didn't say, hey, there's a sovereign citizen here. Come with a quickness. They were there in 3 minutes. I just thought I should say that before anything else happens.
And it is protocol now, right? Whenever these guys come with their soft system, they're just like they just call other units, right? It's like they're not even trying to like play around with them.
Because he already knew he was going to have to bring him out of the car. For his sake
Right.
and the other guy's sake, what's the point of fighting him one-on-one when it's like there's probably 3 to 10 other cars in his area that have nothing better to do than do things in his specific area.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, who doesn't want to get in on a sovereign citizen arrest?
Yeah.
Right.
Just
Here we go.
yeah.
Sir, step out of the vehicle
No.
right now.
I am not required to.
Step
If
out
you
of this
try and
vehicle
force
right
me,
now.
Then we're going to have an issue where
Step out of the car right now.
Don't step out of the car. We're going to break the window and pull you out. Step out of the car.
Gun.
So yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's all I was going to show because I don't want your channel to get,
Demonetized?
messed up before mine. So what happens is you have to apply to get monetized, and YouTube will go through all of your videos to make sure that you're a good candidate to be monetized. I don't
Yeah,
think
that's why I make my lives all long and stuff, so like that they don't go through them.
Yeah, so
dude. So this is what people were saying, that he was just holding his phone.
if I kept playing, and from how much of this have you watched? Like,
I have not seen Uncensored yet, so this is up to the point that I've seen.
So let me try to find it real quick. You're gonna see he's gonna tell the guy to get out of the car. He's gonna reach in, and then there's gonna be an officer to his left that says, "Get out, or we're gonna have to break your window."
Mm-hmm.
He gets one shot off before his gun jams.
Oh,
so he's over there. They have the body cam from his angle. You clearly see him go like this. And people are like, "Oh, he's getting his seatbelt off." And it's like, well, if he's not getting out of the car, he's not going to
get a seatbelt.
Help out the officers by taking off his seatbelt.
Right.
And he had a gun. The gun wasn't in the holster when they eventually pulled him out. It was on the floor. So it's like, Jerry, I'm going to assume you know how holsters work.
Yeah.
They're literally meant to keep the gun from falling out. So people are like, oh, it must have just fallen out. And it's like, it just doesn't fall out.
Yeah.
It's hard to see the uncensored version on YouTube. These type of videos bother me this much, but I haven't done the video on it because everyone else has already done it. And I know a lot of people like mentally can't take watching these type of videos over and over again. So I wasn't going to cover it at all. But yeah, I don't know how it is in California, because I know you guys are strange folk over there. I lived in Virginia, had my handgun, driving to Kentucky. Now, I didn't have it on me. I had it in the glove box. Slide was open. Magazine was in the trunk with the ammo.
Mm-hmm.
Got pulled over at like 3 o'clock doing 85 and like a 70 or a 60 by some random officer. We were the only two people on the road.
Oh, shit.
Pulled me over. And the first thing I did was like, hey, man, my gun's in the glove box. And before I could say anything else, it's like, yeah, man, just take that out, throw it on the passenger seat. You'll be good. So it's like, if this guy would have told the officers right off the bat, hey, man, I got a gun on my hip, blah, blah, blah. The officers probably would have been like, okay, well, don't reach for it.
Yeah. In California, that's the rule when you're transporting your weapon. It's you have to have it unloaded with the clip, not the clip, the slide open, or if you have a revolver, it has to have the chambers. It's called the chambers. Is that what it is? You have to have that out, and it has to be empty. If it's loaded, that could be a charge. They can either make it like a misdemeanor fine, or they can make it a felony, depending on the situation.
So it's because he's a sovereign citizen. I really highly doubt he has his concealed carry. I have my concealed carry for Ohio, and I just haven't switched it over to Michigan because Michigan is trending in the way of California when it comes to gun laws, where
Yay!
most places, if you have your concealed carry permit already or your license, you just go to the new state and be like, here you go. And they say, okay, I'll trade you. Here you go. Good luck. Michigan wants me to take an 8-hour class and all this nonsense. I literally handed them my DD-214 in Ohio, went to hand them $60, and they said, veterans get this for free, sir. I said, okay. They said, all right, well, we'll send it to you in 2 weeks. Michigan wants me to jump through all these hoops, and I'm just like, pass. But I highly doubt this guy has one. So right off the bat, him having it is already like a felony. So
yeah, and what I don't get is that hasn't the word been spread out that sovereign citizens are considered domestic terrorists? Like, wouldn't you automatically already be on edge knowing that the cops think you're a domestic terrorist? I wouldn't want to carry a gun in that situation. It's like being a 2-time felon gangster and knowing that my bald head gets me the eyes of every single cop around me. I'm not gonna add a gun to those eyes. You know what I mean?
This is what happens. The guy that I did a video on, Van's been like an hour or two ahead of me on videos. Like, we'll both do the same video, but he'll release it earlier than me. The giant country guy who's like, yeah, I'm a sovereign citizen. That rarely happens anymore. More than likely, I haven't got to watch this guy's mom in court yet. More than likely, they don't claim to be sovereign citizens. They claim to be something else.
Like state national, stuff like that, right?
Yeah, they just try to change the terminology of what they consider themselves so that they can... How did I explain this to Josh? You want to run away from the term sovereign citizen because you know what people think when, they say it. But at the same time, you want to use the exact same rhetoric that you used when you were a sovereign citizen, but now you call yourself a state national, some nonsense, a freeman on the land. It's like, no, you're still a sovereign citizen. You're just running from the title, but still talking exactly the same.
Yeah, and the thing is that I could understand, saying you're something state national. I mean, even more, their rhetoric is still pretty close to it. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. If you all you got to do is listen to them talk long enough, and they just sound like sovereign citizens. Exactly. And that's the thing that is weird, right? It's like the cognitive dissonance on that is like, we could be here all day on that.
Oh yeah, Liz. So Ohio and Michigan are reciprocal. Like, if I have my Ohio one and I lived in Ohio, I could carry in Michigan and it would still count. But because I live in Michigan now, it kind of voids my Ohio one. And it's It's such a weird thing. I knew I wasn't allowed to carry in New York or California.
I don't know, man.
Or like
I think
Hawaii.
if you're military, like, and you've only been out for no less than 10 years, you should just be automatic. Like, like, yeah, yeah, concealed
So
carry for sure.
basically, what you have to do
Take me
is,
down.
um, I think mine expires next year for Ohio, and then I would just have to reapply or like spend $50 and basically renew it. So
Ah,
it's just so stupid. It should be, if I have it in Ohio, I should be able to have it anywhere in the United States because
yeah,
Second Amendment.
yeah, no, and it doesn't make sense, like in something like say driving, right? Because driving conditions change state to state, and each state is gonna have a different condition in the way it's gonna want to regulate cars. But when it comes to guns, I mean, I guess the only real distinction is like a hunting gun to a gun that you're going to carry for protection. But other than that, I mean, the safety rules and everything else can stay exactly the same, and it makes it easier if it's uniformed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, we got to be politicians, bro. We like just for like a day, just to fix everything, and then we can leave.
Yeah. So I tell everybody this all the time. One of my friends ran for mayor of the city that I grew up in. And everybody's like, "Oh, you should go with him. You know a lot about XYZ." I said, "Don't make me a politician. Like you don't want that." No, why
Yeah,
not? I would burn down every single ordinance, every law, every anything for the city and just start over and put
right.
it in like 5 words each law instead of having 150 different things. Be like, this means this. Don't do it. That's it.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the thing is that like in the way that it gets convoluted is that people have their self interest and stuff like that, and so when you start mixing those things, plus like other people want to take care of the environment, they don't want to like they just want something that makes them feel good. So then these laws get put in to make people feel good. It's like, oh, this guy did something for the environment, but there's no real like no kind of scientific data backing up his saying that you would need to have doors at 5 feet tall or whatever. You know what I mean? Like there's no real scientific data to back that up, but he can say that he did something because he did that. And that's the stuff that I really hate about our politics, man. That's the stuff that irks me the most.
Yeah, I told all of my friends, I said, don't ever wish me to be a politician. Don't vote for me as the right. Just don't do anything. And my friend's like, well, if you want, you can run security if I get elected. I said, that's fine.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
absolutely
yeah,
like
yeah. Put me in the courthouse so I can throw out some fraud. Yeah, sure, that's fine.
I'll be security. Don't make me your, the assistant mayor. Don't do that.
Don't make me the
Don't
chief
do that.
mayor. People are gonna get hurt.
All right, but yeah, his mom. It's already come out a bunch of times. I was gonna cover it probably tonight. It's just the audio of his mom in court because she's a sovereign citizen, and I honestly think she should be held accountable for this situation because
Yeah, absolutely.
a kid doesn't just get born and then the moment he can talk say, I don't need a license to drive. Like kids don't do that. That's one of those things where you put that in their head, you watered that idea, and this is what happened.
Yeah, the thing about it too is that like you just got to go back to like remember I forgot the name of the auditor, or I don't know if he was a sovereign citizen or an auditor, but remember this one video where this family that always gets pulled over, always gets tickets for not having licenses and stuff like that. They're in like a parking lot, and of course they're taking the dad, and the mom and the I guess uncle, I don't know who he is, like some other guru guys right there, and they're arguing with the cops, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you could just see the influence on the kids. Now I give credit to the mom trying to tell the girl like to shut up and respect, right? But obviously the she's not gonna take it serious when you obviously are not showing any respect to the cop.
Yeah.
It's like you could tell the little girl has attitude, and she's like she's saying stuff that's so bad. And it's like, come on, aren't you like you want your kid to live this kind of life? I wouldn't want my even even if that's the only way I could survive, because say I messed up my life, I wouldn't want my kid to live that life, man. That's terrible. It's like,
Well, look at like what is his name from Arizona? Direct D. I think he did time in prison. He's facing what 4 trespassing charges that he's appealing that he's probably going to lose more than likely. I believe he just got arrested again or some shit like that. And he's a father, and it's like, so you're going to pitch this way of life to your children and then go, yeah, you do this, but this also comes with it. And it's like time in prison, hefty fines, lawyer fees. And it's just like, okay, that's not what I want. Or broken system, broken trust. You doing this comes with this, and this charges, fines, homelessness, no car, no license, having one of your children taken away from you. Like, that's what you want your children to live like? Like, that's not what I want. I want the best for my kids, not to continue a terrible like path of life.
Yeah, and that's the thing, that's why he never understands why people call him selfish, or he doesn't understand why he doesn't think he's hurting his kids. It's like, dude, like, get your shit together. You don't understand how important it is to be a dad to your kids right now.
He just posted a video yesterday. He got to see his 2 of his kids. He took them to the dollar store by his house in Holly, Holly bowling alley, and like a random play place. And he's like, this is the reason people want me to not have kids, blah, blah. And it's like, no, that's not the reason we don't want you to have kids. If you take your kids to do normal shit, nobody has an issue with that. It's when you take them to go audit.
Yeah,
or
and
you raise them in a house with a major utility not on for like a year, or the state of your home, or the fact that you've been evicted twice in a year, or that you don't have a vehicle to get them anywhere if anything happens. Like, that's why you shouldn't have your kids.
Yeah, and remember I told you I had a buddy that he's got 4 daughters, right? Mm-hmm. That dude, I'll never forget this, because this was before, like, when he only had 2, and I was helping him out that day because his girl went to like Mexico to bury her mom or something. So I was helping him out. We went to Disneyland with the kids over there, right? And there was this guy who was arguing with his I don't know, I guess his girl or whatever. They had the kid or whatever. He was like, I guess he was listening. I didn't know he was, and so I went to the restaurant. I was coming back, and as I'm coming back, I see him. He's like in the face of that dude that was arguing with his girl or whatever, right? And I remember walking up, and he's all like, dude, you got your kids' clothes? You want a pat on the back for that? What, you're gonna wait till you get a start before you feed them? I started cracking up. Like, what the hell's going on? He's like, I couldn't stand it anymore. This guy, he's over here telling this girl that, oh, I bought the kids clothes, and I bought them, and like that's his pats on the back, like doing what you got to do as a dad, your regular responsibility. And that for him, that's all he has to do. It's like he give him a pat on the back, father of the year,
the bare minimum.
It's like, damn, man.
It'll never. Oh, also, sovereign citizens, in all the random videos. I've watched this video like 20 times at this point. Like I said, it doesn't bother me in the slightest. They're like, oh, it was a hit. Why'd they have so many officers? There was 5 officers that ultimately showed up. And they're like, oh, they magged them. And if you watch the video, like each cop, like I said, the first cop's gun jammed. So it jammed, he racked the slide, got the round out, shot, went to shoot again, and it jammed again. So he racked the slide out, and by that point, the shooting was done. All the other officers shot 2 or 3 times. I want to say he got hit like a total of 12 times between 5 officers.
Yeah, and
they mag dumped him. It was a hit. I'm just like, if it was a hit, they would have Bonnie and Clyded him with ARs and shotguns and not pistols with red dot sights. Like, come on.
Yeah, and I always say this. You ever want to see? You ever want to know if a shooting is funky or if there's something that's off about it? Just look at the millions of other like shootings that they have recorded out there. There's a bunch. I mean, you can go find them in the different YouTube channels, or you can go to like different police stations and they have their little body cam, libraries or whatever. Just look at all those shootings. And you'll notice how like the way officers approach things and stuff like that. How something would look off if they decided to plan something or to do something different than the protocol would say, right? And most
Yeah.
of it they would have to do behind the camera, like they would have to turn it off. There's no way they're gonna get away with anything if they have the camera on them because all their actions are justified. You know what I mean? Now it
Oh,
doesn't mean
here,
that
hold on
every
one second.
single shooting is justified. Don't get me wrong on the lingo. I'm just saying that you know
Yeah.
as far as like the cops being nefarious or trying to do something to a person, isn't that always the case though with them? It's like, oh, the cops arrested me, retaliation.
It's
Like,
always
no,
so. I hate to keep bringing up Josh, but it happened in his Facebook chat with this girl named Teresa Lynn, who is absolutely a lens licker. She
mm,
she won a court case with CPS because she claimed no victim, no crime, all this sovereign citizen nonsense. She goes, "Well, I won, so it must be true." I said, "You winning once, because more than likely the system in Michigan, everything's backed up. They didn't want to deal with it. It was probably something minimal where they're like, all right, you're fine, you're good to go.
thank you, script.
You winning not on the merit one time versus the millions of other times that it's been the opposite doesn't make it true." But no, Scriptcat, I believe it was Scriptcat, said way earlier, and I went to address it, and then I totally forgot. You know how normally body cams are right here,
Mm,
right? I believe Scriptcat said there was going to be something on eye level or like connected to your hat. Lots of departments actually already have cameras. They look something like a pen almost, and it literally goes right here. But the problem with that is your chest body cam can get knocked off fairly easy. The pen on the hat. The hat's the first thing to go in a fight, so you would never record anything like worth showing
ah.
if you had that kind of nonsense.
Well, isn't the solution wide angle? Isn't that what Chili said? Your wide angle.
Well, if Chili had his way, it would be a drone, and this guy would have lived and would have shown up to court and all this nonsense. And
The
drone wouldn't have
Montesquieu.
shown anything.
What's up?
What?
What did you say?
Oh, nothing. I'm just here eating lemon heads, bud.
I thought I heard you say something about tones.
Not I, sir.
Dang it. Nah, man. What was I saying? Did I just mark stop myself? What was I saying? Shoot, I forgot.
I brought up the body cam, the pin body cam, the CPS.
Oh yeah, the kids Chili with the wide angle. Oh, I was gonna say, you notice he's completely abandoned the Montesquieu, right?
He
I haven't heard him say that word in a long time.
he's trying to change common sense. Like, I guess now he's saying, "Oh my God, what was it? Something about it not being illegal because it doesn't say you can't record with a handheld camera while driving." And it's like, that's the hill that you want to die on. Like, that's really where how the mighty have fallen.
Yeah, and traversing the freeways of California. Yeah, you should know better than that, man. That's the thing that I don't understand. It's like, why are you fighting these rules, man? You should know better. All those accidents that happen is like, it's crazy. Just because people want to do their little TikToks and stuff. All right, well, so
My
we're pretty much
fans
done with
for
this video, right?
Valentine's Day. Yeah. You want me to play the other one?
Yeah. Okay. So I don't know if you've seen this one. I think it's from Blue Line from Blue Line Body Cam.
Watch.
Blue Watch. There you go. It's from Blue Watch. Yeah. And it's a kid. He's not. I don't think he's a sovereign citizen or anything, but he's just giving the cops a hard time. And well, I mean, if you haven't seen it, you're gonna like it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it at all. I haven't checked on any. I've been trying to work my way through more court type stuff because I enjoy doing the court type stuff way more. So I haven't had a chance to catch police activity, Florida cop cam, shoot, oh my God, Code Blue cam. I have the hat over there and totally forgot about it. But yeah, I haven't gotten a chance to look at any of that stuff.
Well, I'm into the court stuff too. I just like I got into a zone where I was like sifting through a lot of court stuff, and then I realized, you know what? I think I'll just let Mike do it, and I'll let the videos accumulate, and then just watch them on my own time, because it's like trying to go through them yourself, and like like when you're looking through the like, oh man, like I know there's a case in here that I wanted to see, and you're going through the whole time like
You don't have to tell me that.
proceedings. It's like damn, I start getting impatient, so I just wait till the Law Talk with Mike's accumulate, then I go check them out.
Well, it must be nice having 80,000 subscribers and having a handful that are willing to do that and then send you the good clips. Because I'm sifting through Simpsons 5-hour streams, and it's just like, come on. Can you at least put a timestamp or something that happens? What's up?
You're muted. Am I muted? No, you're muted. I'm muted. It's me. It's me this time. Muted. It's me. I'm sorry.
All right. That video is good to go. Oh my God. What is Phil? What is Phil's channel's name?
Who?
Jimbo. I'll know it as soon as you say it. I've been texting with Phil about doing a collaboration with him, but I'm drawing a blank for some reason. Well, it's almost midnight, so bear with me. But yeah, I'm drawing a blank on what his channel's called. Exactly, Jimbo. I don't know why. I see the logo in my head. I literally have this dude's phone number, and I'm drawing a blank on what his channel's name's called.
What's his name?
I have to go through my YouTube and actually all right, let's play this real quick and I'll try to think of it.
Crystal Lake officers respond to a trespassing call at a local business. The suspect, Adam Schuster, refused to leave the property after an employee of the business asked him to leave.
Right here.
Time served.
95? Trespass.
Yep.
Trespass. Yeah.
Yep.
Me?
So you're under arrest.
Please.
You're under arrest. You're under arrest. That was it.
Anyway.
Stand back.
You're resisting. Put your hands behind your back.
You're under arrest. We're in uniform.
Put your hands behind your back.
Look at me. So because I'm not wearing a
Put
uniform,
your
I have
hands
to listen.
behind your back.
Right now.
How am I resisting?
Put
In
your
what
hands.
way? What are you going to do to me?
Stop. All right, roll on your stomach.
No, I'm not doing that. But tell me what you're going to do to me.
Hey, I'm gonna tase you. Back off.
Please don't.
Put your hands behind your back, or I'll tase you.
Why?
Right now.
Stand up. Put your hands behind.
It's like he's got a kink for this, where he's like, "No, I'm not going to do that, but tell me what you're going to do to me." And it's just like,
exactly.
How about you just get up? How about you just get up, bud? That's the first thing I just.
Like, hey man, you're making this weird, bro. I'm okay with the rough and tumble, but you're making it weird.
Right? Like, dude, I'm trying to arrest you, and that is it.
I'm glad you picked up on it fast, though. I'm glad you picked up on it fast, because I was all like, I gotta show this one to KFARR.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a video.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm not fucking around.
Put your hands behind your
I don't want to handcuffs.
stand
Do you guys
up.
have handcuffs?
Stand up.
Do you have I don't like handcuffs.
Well, too bad. You're
Let's
being
go.
under arrest right now.
I'm not, why am I under arrest? I'm being detained for
Trespass.
what? Wait, how did I
Stop
trespass?
resisting.
How did I trespass?
Stop. You're gonna get tased.
All right.
Stop
Last warning, you're
resisting.
gonna get tased.
Please don't tase me.
Well, that's
Resisting. You guys are attacking me.
stand up.
I'm just
stand up.
laying on the ground.
All right, roll on your stomach then.
Why?
Because you're under arrest.
I'm not under arrest.
Roll on your
I'm
stomach.
not under arrest. Stop it.
Stop it.
Roll on your stomach.
Bro, dude, chill out. You're hurting my back. You're gonna just cut me. Please
Put
don't.
your hands behind your back right now. Now roll over on your back. Back off, guys.
I'm on my back.
Roll onto your stomach. Roll onto your stomach.
Let's go.
Put your hands behind your back right now. Put your hands right here behind your back.
Please don't kick me.
Put your hands there behind your back, or I'm gonna tase you.
Please don't tase me.
Put your hands behind your back, or I'm gonna tase you. Now cuff him.
Okay, Daddy.
Please don't cuff
Jesus.
Cuff him. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
He's like, please don't tase me.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Back up. Put your hands behind your back. I'm gonna get you guys. Please don't, please don't. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. Turn on your stomach. I'm begging you not to hurt. Turn on your stomach. For what reason? Turn on your stomach. This hurts.
Under arrest. Turn on your stomach.
Lay on your stomach. Okay, all right. Lay on your stomach. Get this out first. Lay on your stomach. But it hurts. Lay on your stomach. I got these things on my stomach. Okay, I'm doing it. Please don't hurt me. Let's go.
Put your hands. Put your hands behind your back.
Look at that smile.
You're pulling my
Look at that smile, bro. No, you're making it weird.
Red. Ouch. Stop, please stop. I didn't mean to. I said red. Guys, please. This hurts a lot.
You're gonna get tased again.
Please don't tase me. Please.
You're gonna get tased again.
Stop. Stomach.
Stop, you're gonna get tased.
I'm not fighting this guy and getting hurt.
Stop, you're gonna get tased again.
I don't want to get tased.
Let's go.
Lay on
Hands
your
out.
stomach.
On your stomach.
The thing I can't hear you again.
Keep the metal out before I
We will.
Sit.
On your
Oh,
stomach.
I'm not talking. I'm
On
just
your
laughing.
stomach. One.
I'm on my stomach.
All the way down.
But the metal hurts.
All the way
The
down.
metal hurts me. Lay on your stomach.
On your stomach. Hands behind your back.
Please.
Hands behind your back.
I'm cooperating.
Hands.
I'm cooperating.
Chest down.
I am cooperating.
Chest down.
Head down.
Hands behind your back.
Okay, the
Stop.
metal, I'm bleeding on my
Stop.
stomach. Look, it's bleeding.
Hands.
Where's the paramedic? He said 5 minutes for
You
the
got
paramedic.
last warning, you're gonna get tased.
Please don't.
Last warning, you're gonna get tased.
Sit,
Handcuffs.
go.
Stay where you are.
I am.
No changing yet.
Okay,
Give
don't
me
do
your hand. Give me your hand.
No!
Give me your hand.
Airplane! Airplane!
Give me your hand.
Airplane!
So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say airplane is his safe word.
I thought he was saying fair play.
Like I don't even know.
Dude, this guy has
Like,
brought
this-
stage work to an arrest. It's not fucking cool.
I've seen people get tased and turn into children, but this is just weird to me.
This guy turned into adolescence.
This is strange. All right, let's how.
Please hurt me! You're hurting!
Stop
My
it. Tased
ouch!
again.
You see my calf cramping?
Why are you looking
Stop,
at
you're
me
gonna get tased
like that?
again.
God damn it, this hurts, guys!
Or you're gonna get
Why
tased
am I gonna
again.
get tased?
Hands
21. No. Get the wrap.
on your stomach. On your stomach, or you're
See,
gonna
I'm
get
Chris
tased
Lake
again.
2, Sam 1. This guy is combative back here. We still don't have him in custody.
You have me! You put handcuffs on me!
Sobe.
Your stomach,
I
you're
got
gonna
job
get tased.
hands!
Stomach, or you're gonna get tased again. Taser, taser.
Ouch! Get red!
Stomach now.
Red! Ouch, red! Red, please, red! Please, red!
On your
Please,
stomach.
red! I am
Hands on your stomach.
Not both
Hands
hands!
on your back.
Both!
Got the
It
hands.
hurts! It hurts! Please stop! Please stop! Please stop!
Don't you kick me.
Guys, I'm not kicking! I'm not! Please stop! Oh my god, my ankles! Stop! It hurts so bad!
Stomach.
Red light! Red light! Red light! Red light! Red, 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 red! Guys, you're hurting me! Please!
Stop. On your stomach.
I'll tell you my
On your
name,
stomach.
birthday!
On your stomach now.
I don't have an ID!
I know, Adam. I know who you are.
Okay, who am I?
Hands on your back.
Who am I? Who am I?
On your back. On
I-
your stomach.
On my back?
On your stomach.
Okay.
Hands
Is that
behind
the
your back.
paramedic? Is that the paramedic?
On your stomach.
My
On your stomach.
stomach.
Bring this hand back behind your back.
Okay. I'm trying to bring it behind my back. You're pushing
Relax.
it down.
Relax.
I'm relaxed.
Hands behind your back.
Hey, not both hands, please.
Both hands.
No, it
You're
hurts,
making
guys,
his
it hurts
butt
so
plug
much.
pop.
Red, red.
Got that?
I'm bleeding. Stop, please. Please stop. Please stop. I'm begging. All right, back off. Please. I'm begging. Actually begging.
Stop. You're gonna get
Guys,
tased
there's
again.
4-on-1. It's so unfair.
Or you're gonna get tased again. On your stomach.
On my stomach.
Can't get him in control, so we gotta keep
Hands
doing the
under
taser.
control. On your stomach.
Gotta get-
Hands behind your back. Hands behind.
Both. It hurts.
I know. Put your hands behind your back.
Please.
Put the other hand behind your back.
Let him do his thing. Slow it
Put
down.
your hand behind your back and get tased again.
Okay. Put your hands behind your back. Safe word. Put your hand behind. Put this hand behind your back. Hey, Luke.
Hey, calm down.
Luke.
Calm down.
Put your hand behind your back.
Calm down. Hey,
I'm calm.
Adam, just put your hand behind your back, dude.
I can't, man.
I know.
Please, it's really, I'm in a lot of pain because of the metal on my fucking chest. They tased me.
I know. Hey, just talk to me, okay?
I'm hurting.
I'm here. I know you are.
It's a lot of pain.
I know. So listen to what they're telling you, and then we can roll you over. I know. Just hey.
He just keeps lying, and I think that's why it's like it's funny, but it's really annoying at the same time. Because, like he just said, "Oh, I've been listening the whole time." This whole thing could have been avoided if you didn't drop to the ground like a child.
Because and you, like I said, I think we know the answer as to why he wanted to fight. He thought it wasn't going to hurt as much as it's hurting right now, but I think he wanted it. He wanted it.
So he's trying to avoid the prongs in his stomach from touching the ground and jamming into him. I get. As he's sprawled out right now with his leg out like that, he can easily, if he has any core whatsoever, just put his arm behind his back, get handcuffed, and they'll pick him right up. But instead, he's like, I can't put my elbow back there. Red light. And it's like, dude, shut up.
That transcript, bro, in the court, that's going to be funny. I can hear them now. And then he said red light.
Let's see. Do they ever get him up?
I think eventually they do. I don't know. This is the second time I watch it today, and there's little things that I didn't notice because I was laughing so hard the first time, and now there's more things that I'm not noticing because I'm laughing at some other things now. This video is gonna really give a lot.
Yeah, this does not make any sense. All right, what do we got? 4 minutes left? Jesus Christ.
I know you. All right, I'm here. Yes, you got it, dude.
Sit still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Just.
Can you take the handcuffs off?
No.
If I go on my stomach all the way?
We can roll you over.
On my back?
Yeah, we can. Slowly.
Ouch! One on my back.
Here. Will you do me a favor? Can we sit up and then put your hands behind your back? Just
if you take the handcuff off, look, this is the taser wire.
Adam, listen to me.
I'm listening, Luke.
Step by step, okay? Step by step, bro. All right? Just
Bro.
step by step.
I'm under control.
Right. I know you are.
You're in control.
Me and you.
You're in control.
I know. So let's
First date.
Let's sit up, okay?
I can sit up.
Will you sit up with me?
Will you take the metal out if I sit up?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna help you, bro.
Out of my stomach?
I'm gonna help you.
You see that blood?
I'm gonna help you. Okay?
My elbow. Now both elbows.
I can imagine you
Okay,
keep
breathe
saying
with
that
me.
up or anything. I'm gonna help you, but
Just
it's
breathe,
like
dude. Okay?
getting them into handcuffs and picking them up real fast. Like, I'm gonna help you. Put these handcuffs on. Let's get out of
These
here.
guys are hurting me. Back on the street.
Where you guys at?
Back on the street.
That was her. Adam, you and me. We just talked. Okay. Loosen it up a little bit. All right.
It's like my right wrist already hurts, and now this one's starting to hurt.
I can't. So what I'm
You
gonna do?
can't loosen it any more than that. You see the red lines?
Adam, stop. Just calm down right now. Okay?
What's all over you now?
Just take a breath. Breathe.
Where's the sprinkler room?
Just breathe with me.
Is there more happening, or is that the paramedic?
I'm here with you. Look at me. Listen to me. We got so much going on right now, man. You got so much going on.
Why you guys are doing
You got
this.
so much going on.
What did I do wrong?
I came here because I heard your name. I came here for you. Okay? I'll help you.
So much
I'll help
pain,
you.
dude.
So here's
Where's the paramedic?
Listen, step by step.
Okay, what's the next step?
The next step, we're gonna put the other hand behind your back.
I can't do both hands behind your back.
All right. Then I'm gonna cuff you in front.
Rudy, he has some very thin skin. Yes, the taser prongs proved that. I will. Obviously, this officer right here knows this guy right here. Having a personal, like, not even personal, just like I know you who you are and you know who I am, normally helps the situation, but yeah, that's actually what he's whispering in his ear. But like in this situation, it's like, dude, some people are going to say, oh, this looks terrible on the cops. And to me, I'm like, no, it makes this dude look horrible because this could have all been avoided if he was just adult about a situation. And I think Jerry's muted.
Stay with
Can you
you.
loosen it a little
Yes,
bit and then
yes,
do both?
yes.
Okay, because it's really tight, man.
Adam, breathe with me. Okay, breathe. All right, yes. So I'm gonna put this one on,
And then you'll loosen it.
and then I'll loosen it.
It looks like it's twisted though.
No, I got you. I got you.
Ah, gross.
Are you in custody? Release here. I'm gonna take.
I'm in custody?
You're detained right now.
Why am I detained?
Adam, hold on. Just leave here. I'm gonna twist this one around.
Thank you.
It's my stream again.
See all those lines?
Yeah, I see.
You're hurting me still, man. I said red light how many times?
There. So now there's space there. All right.
Why is that funny?
What does that mean? You're
Red
under
light?
arrest. You're under
I'm
arrest.
under arrest?
Over and over.
Who else said that?
About 2 dozen times
Who else said that?
for trespassing.
Where's the
Who else said I'm under arrest? Please don't hurt me.
It's a small amount.
Who else said I'm under arrest? You're the only one who said
Call
that.
the paramedics up. Get
Bulata.
paramedics up.
Sergeant Bulata? Hablas español? Oh,
Hey, with me. With me.
you got mad at me for looking in the dumpster? Is that the paramedic? Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Okay, so since this is the KFARR show now, it is me. It is my stream now. The guy right here, the bald guy, obviously is the supervisor. I don't see any stripes on this guy's uniform. So he's probably just a random guy who knows who this is. This guy's attitude is exactly how all of us who just watched that felt. Everyone knew he was under arrest 3 seconds in, and he's like, "Oh, you're arresting me because I was going through a dumpster." Like, no, you're behind a business who doesn't want you behind the business, and you are hiding behind the dumpster, half naked. Well, Script Cat, that is how that works normally. It seems like he wanted the paramedics moments after anything happened, and he was crying about being in pain off rip. So yeah, more than likely he's going to want some of that good. My Discord just messed up. All right, let's go through the rest of this and hope Jerry comes back.
Can I please? Yeah, you can stand up. I'll help you up. Thank you.
Both hands?
Yeah, I got you.
I don't need the gurney or the.
No, I'll walk him over to you guys.
Okay. We'll
I'm
just get
fine.
it out for you to. Adam, what's hurting you the most right now?
The metal and the handcuffs.
Okay.
The taser metal. I got tased at least twice. I said, "Ow, red, it hurts. Stop, please." The guy, Bulata,
All right, that part's over with. Right now, let's focus on.
is he the one who shoved my face into the pavement?
All that is over right now.
But I was bleeding and it hurt, and I said, "Ow." I said, "I will roll over." I said, "Please don't put it on both hands. You could handcuff me to something else."
Adam Schuster was charged with 2 counts of aggravated battery, resisting, and criminal trespass. He was found not guilty on all charges.
All right, so because I'm me, we're going to criticize soft prosecutors. That guy was an entitled human being who deserves absolutely nothing but the worst. Obviously, red light means absolutely nothing when it comes to pain compliance. That's kind of the whole reason for pain compliance, is to get you to comply with what the officers are saying. God, I'm actually very mad at that prosecutor. I might send them an email. Yeah, saying "ow" does not stop them from arresting you. Saying, "Oh, don't handcuff both my hands together. Handcuff me to something." Yeah, that's not protocol. Let's say I handcuff you to, heaven forbid, a fence, and then somebody runs through the fence and offs you. Yep, I'm liable for that. If you're in the car, I've done everything correct. If you're handcuffed together in the car, it is what it is. So red light, that hurts. I'll roll over. Just don't handcuff me. arrests don't come with, okay, I'll get arrested if you guys do this for me. That's not how it works. Jerry, are you back?
I'm glad you didn't give up on me.
I hear you. Dude, that video made me angry. They found him not guilty on everything.
Shut up.
Yeah, at the very end of the video, it was let me go back on the stream here. All right. It was 2 counts of aggravated battery, resisting, and criminal trespass. They should have, at minimum, if the prosecutor wasn't soft as Charmin, criminal trespass and resisting easily. 2 counts of aggravated battery could be a little thing. Maybe assault on a PO because he was kicking and whatnot. Yeah, he 1000% should have been charged with something at minimum.
Something. I mean, they wasted like 3 different taser prongs on him, dude. That's wrong,
if you have to
man.
tase somebody twice because they're resisting and then they keep resisting, yes, they 1000% deserve charges.
That was
God, that angers me.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny. I didn't know that they told them not guilty. You know, like I thought I didn't see that part. That would upset me too. So it's like, I was like, come on, man. Like, what else do you got to do to get charges? You know, like
it's like he's trying so hard. Do you know where that was?
No. Did you get?
It said Crystal Lake, but I don't know where Crystal Lake is.
Jake?
Yeah, that was very disappointing. It was so perfect of a video. I saw the charges in his mugshot come up, and I'm just like, yes. And then they're like, all the charges were dropped or whatever, and I'm like, what? Yeah, it had to be Jimbo because he was entitled like it was.
Doc, that would be a very, very, very big glory hole, and I don't think Chile needs a glory hole that size, bro. Well, I don't know how you feel, bro. I could get that other video I was gonna put, but it's up to you because I know it's been rough, man. All these technical issues. I'm gonna have to figure out something here, dude. And I think my phone's gonna take a shit too because I'm noticing that I guess whatever liquid that I dropped on it yesterday is like starting to seep in because I could see the little like the little droplets, and I know they're gonna get bigger. Yeah, man, this thing's acting so funky right now.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to call, that's fine. I'll make some video. Hey, Jimbo, I rarely have tech issues on my streams. It's one of those things where I feel like when you start out outside of Artie, when you're starting out, you have 50 million technical issues, and then one day they just all stop, except for Artie, who just keeps like randomly his like monitor will die in the middle of a stream, and it's just like, well, you can't just fix that randomly.
I think because Artie's always trying to do some like some innovative shit. He's always trying to do something like different, you know. He gets himself into trouble doing that.
Once I get an actual PC and get it hooked up to the 2 monitors that I have for that, I'm going to get a lot fancier with my things, but it's like right now my laptop is running everything, like all of my editing stuff, all of my YouTube stuff, all of my social media and communication nonsense. So randomly in the middle of my stream, it sounds like my laptop's a rocket ship and it's about to take off. And at that point, everything starts roboting, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have to end the stream. But once I can cut that where my laptop is just gonna be playing YouTube and emailing people and maybe Discord, I can get fancy.
Well, I used to play SOCOM on PS2, all right? So I don't really mind the technical issues. So it's like, you know, I can live with them. It's just I always ask everybody else because it's like I don't really care. Like I'm the type of person that can have a cracked phone and live with it, you know.
I had an iPhone 8 Plus for 6 years. Like I just now upgraded to a new phone. Screen was cracked, but I'm like, well, this thing still works, so I'm just gonna roll with it. That's
Yeah,
why. So this laptop wasn't even purchased to do any of this. My laptop was purchased specifically to write papers for my degree, that one, and for the two that I'm really close to. I got it specifically for writing papers and doing research. And then one day I'm like, let's start making YouTube videos and learning how to edit and then doing all this stuff. And now it's just, it hasn't seen a paper written in years.
Hey, OTA. Hey, hey, man, I'm here for the people, man. I'm here for the people.
Yeah, Jimbo, live streaming, like right now, like what me and Jerry are doing right this second, not when we're showing videos. It's literally you go on to StreamYards, you're both on screen and you just talk. You don't have to do anything. When you do show videos, you just have to share the screen. It's not really anything crazy unless you have technical difficulties. Technical difficulties are what makes this crazy.
With streams, yeah. But it also, you also have to have the ability to keep it up though, because it's like you got to know how to, like, you know, how to keep the conversation going and without sounding like you're actually keeping it going. Like it's got to be all natural. So that's why
Unless you're Hand Banana, you can just go to sleep on stream and people will just keep watching.
That's just a kid. I don't know how they do it. I was actually going to tell you right before we got started. When TikTok before it was oh shit.
Oh Lord, what just happened? Jerry, where'd you go? See, Jimbo, this is what I'm talking about when I said something about technical difficulties. I don't even know what to talk about because there's nothing on screen. Let me make something up on the spot. Rudy, yeah. So does Hand Banana regularly just go to sleep on stream? Because I feel like if wow, my head got really big there on StreamYards for a second. If I was to go to sleep on stream, you guys would realize that there's no reason that I should still be alive. I would love to see my latest video, but because it's Jerry's stream, he has to bring everything up. So I can't do anything but show you guys my fish tank with my glow-in-the-dark fish. Hand Banana is an acquired taste. Rudy, I've only been super drunk on stream, and not even super. I was semi-drunk on stream one time, and it was the first time I ever talked to Josh. Second time I ever talked to Josh on a panel, and I was hammered, and I was wearing my Hawaiian yellow short shirt combo, buttoned down to like right here, and I just started going off on Josh, which was hilarious. I kept telling him to shut up because Daddy was talking. Oh, hey. Oh, yeah, he's a lightweight, and I know he has a kid, like a new kid, so he's probably not sleeping and drinking. And for those of you who were wondering, this has no alcohol in it. It is just this Georgia Peach Sweet Tea Bang energy drink, who is not a sponsor yet. Let's see here. What can I even do? Oh, Lord. I need Jerry to come back for like 30 seconds to close out the stream. Yeah, Rudy, here's the problem with my life is if it's got caffeine in it, I'll probably drink it. I started drinking actual energy drinks because I realized that the Rippets I was drinking from the military probably weren't the best for my life, and not like 10 at a time like I did when I was working at the police station. Yeah, it's if I could bring something up, I could continue just rattling off things, but it's like there's only so many things to talk about my office before I run out of things. Oh, let me just do this to my phone right quick, or my watch. My watch didn't do anything. Yeah, Rudy, I'm actually going to start. I'm going to all or live chat rather, so I can see everybody. The fish. Yeah, the fish are new. I got the fish 2 weeks ago. It's a blue light glow in the dark fish tank because my office is always dark, so I got glow in the dark nonsense. But yeah, I'm going to start up on Thursday, streaming on Thursdays again. And hopefully I can keep that going for a while because I miss streaming. That's why I've been just jumping on everybody's live stream as of late. Done Frauditor Wrangler, Jerry's twice. What are the thank you, Script Cat coming in clutch with something that I can talk about. The starting point for frauditors and sovereign citizens. In my head, sovereign citizens, their first. Let's take Broken System, Broken Trust's friend, Teresa. In my head, the first time she decided she was a sovereign citizen is when she went up against CPS. She probably went online, Googled, meow, how can I get out of this without facing charges? Somebody said something about no victim, no crime, and that's what she went with and went down the sovereign rabbit hole. Other people, when they face charges, Josh, he didn't. He was running with an expired license. Instead of just simply renewing it, he thought, how can I try to drive without this license? So he probably Googled how to get out of using a license. Ran across some random sovereign citizen YouTube video and went, oh, that's the ticket. And because the judge basically threw out one of his cases, even though they can bring it back at any time, he thinks he won. He'll even tell you that he doesn't care about winning on the merit, which is what you should want to do if you're trying to prove a point. But yeah, that's an idiot. Is this a good time of day for you with the kids, KFARR? All the kids are asleep, thankfully. Before I had kids, I was normally at work from 11 p.m. to 7 a.m., so I was just up at this point. And then in the Navy, I loved standing watch right now because there was always something going down. So I just keep up the whole not sleeping thing. So I think auditors and sovereign citizens probably have different starting points. Auditors and frauditors probably have a starting point where they were held accountable for something that they don't think they should have been held accountable for, and now they're trying to take it out on as many people as possible, even though a majority of those people have zero to do with what hemmed them up.
And now for the twist. This has been just me by myself. I'm doing a KFARR impression. You guys didn't know this was a KFARR impression the whole time. Aha! KFARR is in here.
Hey man, I'm trying to keep it going.
Come on, man. Just go with the gold phone. Thanks, Roy. I appreciate it. I'm so sorry, guys. My phone is just taking a crap. It's just taking a crap. That's all it's doing. And it's my fault. I messed it up. I tied one on a little too hard. I did something. I don't know what it was because when I woke up the next day, okay, this is not good. This is not a good thing. You never want to find your phone in a puddle of something. you just never want to find it in a puddle or something. Oh man, this is suck.
Oh Lord.
Well, I guess I better end it, man. I don't want to. I mean, you did a lot of KFARR. Thanks, man.
I
Thanks
was
for.
waiting for you to come back so I didn't just leave the stream just like alive.
I know. I understand how that works. Thanks for putting a great Michael Jordan job and carrying me.
Hey man, my back hurts from carrying the team.
But yeah, man. Again, thank you. I appreciate it. Guys, thanks for coming out last minute. I know this was an impromptu, but I thought it was fun. I thought we had a good time.
Oh yeah, I had fun. I had fun.
All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna call it here.
Hour, 20 minutes.
You guys have a good night. Appreciate you. And say bye.
Bye.